Hey, what's going on, everyone? Scott and Gage doing another settlement tour. This time we're at the castle. I've started this kind of at night because I wanted to show how I've lit up the entrance and everything, and what I've done. Placed some of these junk mortars out front, and I've just used the pillar glitch to kind of sink them down a little bit. Added some lights around it. Used the wire glitch to actually run the wires to be able to wire them all up, and that actually gives the power for the lights. Then I've added some of the spike poles behind them. I wanted to give a flagpole type of feel to it. Now I tried to pillar glitch some rugs or some flags, like the Minuteman flag, up onto by the pole, but the flag doesn't move, and I didn't like the way it looked, especially with the flag flapping in the background there on the radio tower. Didn't look right. So, but you know, you can get the idea of what I was going for with this. And I've just added some statues, pillar glitched in these walls and the ceilings around the front there to make more of an entrance. Brahmin out of the way. And we'll head inside. And I wanted to go with a lot more of a revolutionary fort type feel to this place, since the castle is based off of Fort Independence in real life. So I thought, you know, I'll go with that. Craig at Real Time Commanders did something really similar. He's got a great video on how he did his castle, and I kind of took the idea off from him to do a revolutionary style buildings and stuff in here. I really like it. And over here, this is my gun range and the weapons store. You want to check out the video on how I built that. That's really cool. I still like the way that looks. Then we'll move around. We got the detention area, set up some pillories here for anyone who needs a timeout. And I glitched in a few of these barn walls and everything just to give the workshop its own little space. I tried to put some flooring in here, but it's really uneven. It's higher at this end than it is at this end, and it didn't really work out. Nothing came out that I liked. But I'm good with that. I got the main generator power and everything. Did use the wire glitch to keep the radio going. My cat cage. There's my cat meat right there. We got my Brahmin area. Then this building, the upper level I've got set as the officers' quarters. Then down below is a workshop area where I've got my chemistry station in here. Just kind of decorated it up. Used a lot of these propaganda posters. Thought it fit in well with the military vibe I wanted to go for with this build. And here I got the robot workbench. And we'll check out the barracks. I just pillar glitched, sunk some wood down into the floor, you know, into the ground there. Then I just gave it a barracks feel, you know. They got their foot lockers. I've still got the rugs out because every time I try to take them away, no matter how long I've been away, they all sink into the floor. So I'm just going to leave it. You can see I got a balcony up there with doors for them. This building is a little bit different. I just needed something to cover up the pile of rubble behind it. We'll check out Radio Freedom over here. My communications tower here. And I'm loving that Vault-Tec let us have these consoles. Set these around. Just really give it a good communications feel to this building. Come around to the front. Radio Freedom.
That place is nothing but trouble.
Howdy, General.
And we'll go over and take a look at the armory. Now, if you don't know by now, you got to do the quest Old Guns, and that'll open up this for you. Really wanted to give it a good armory vibe in here. So put up lots of gun racks, workbenches, laid out a bunch of mines on the shelves, grenades, weapons, lots of the ammo boxes. Made a little workstation working on the turret. Really love these heavy gun racks. Those miniguns look so cool in them. And we'll head back out.
If you work, you eat.
We'll head inside the castle. Start at this end with the mess hall or the bar. Bar just fit up there better than mess hall. Added some new counters and dispensers from the Vault-Tec DLC. Loving those. That's the soda machine from the experiment in the Vault-Tec DLC. And these booths are great. The settlers really interact with them when they sit down. A lot of times they start writing on a pad of paper, or they start eating on a plate of food. So I like it. I think it's really cool. The sinks were here. I didn't have to add those. I added the drinking fountain. Lots of the propaganda posters. Got all my settlers decked out in Minuteman outfits or heavy combat armor for the guards. Cat meat just hanging out. And down here I got the clothing store. Just glitched in some of these counters in there to make it look cool. Wanted to give it kind of a military barracks type, you know, commissary vibe in through here. Got the general trader, and see I got him decked out in the heavy combat armor. And you got my doctor. I love these little light boxes that they've given us. That fit really well in the window. This little medic area over here. We'll come over into my office. Got one of the legendary flamers, the Sergeant Ash, up there. Really wish we could scrap that pile of rubble right there. Absolutely love this population management system terminal. That makes running the settlements a lot easier. And I got lots of mounted heads, and this is the overseer's desk from Vault-Tec. And in the castle, anything you put on the floor, it's going to kind of take the same texture as the floor or the walls. Not everywhere, but most places. Then I just rug glitched in a terminal into the table. Thought it looked cool. After you place your cabinets or your containers, always come back from time to time and check them out. They always spawn stuff. Real Time Commanders has got a really good video about weapon racks that he made like this. I had more weapons on it, but they've just disappeared. I think some of the settlers have just taken them. Even though I put some railings up to keep them away from it, from knocking it over. And just more mounted heads and guns in here. We got the Minuteman power armor. Kind of more of a medic. Got the 4-opter from Vault-Tec right there. Checking the eyesight of all of the new recruits. We got the pommel horse. The weight bench there. Got to keep the recruits fit, you know. Then we got the fort offices in here. And just a storage area back here. If you hit up top, I got these artillery pieces placed at every corner of the fort. I don't have settlers assigned to every one of them, but it looks better than just having nothing there. And I ran the wires around the side there for, well, just to get the wires out of the way and to run power to the rooms underneath it. And I'm loving these new guard posts here. Really fit in well with the military vibe, you know. And I got all my food up here. I don't have anything outside the fort other than the entrance. You see there, I got all of my guards with heavy combat armor, maxed out Gauss rifles. Got a lot of robots. They work good for working your food. That frees up settlers for your storage and stuff. I just got another artillery there. I did repair the walls. Everyone's seen the videos on that. I was able to work those stairs up from the officers' quarters. A little bit nicer rooms than just the plain old barracks. This is Ronnie Shaw's room here. And just lots of defense. Now this is the only corner I don't have the artillery piece on. And that was just, this corner was a real pain in the butt to get right. And I finally got it to a spot where I like it. And that's our castle. Really hoping for mods for waving flags for my flagpoles out here. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to us. I got a lot more videos coming out, more settlement tours, different things I come up with, like the gun range here. Yes. And as always, everybody, have a good one.